Hello, everybody. My name is Joshua Cannon, and I'll be talking about the invasive red lionfish, also known in the scientific name as Pteris volantans. This is a picture of what a red lionfish would look like. Its biological background: the red lionfish likes to live in coral reefs. They are known as stalking predators. They like to coral their prey into a corner and then attack. They are known to prey on 70 different species of marine fish and invertebrate species like the yellowtail snapper, parrotfish, Nasu grouper, and banded coral shrimp. The red lionfish matures less than a year. These red lionfish create creatures like warm waters of the tropics, like Florida or anything south like that. They have 18 venomous spines that can penetrate the human skin. They got 13 located on their dorsal fin, two short on two short on the pelvic fin, and three located along the front anal fin. The red lionfish mainly like to hunt at night, where more fish are more likely to come out. Females can reproduce every 3 to 4 days if there is a male present. Females can lay up to 30,000 eggs. Females can lay up to 2 million eggs per year. Female lionfish lay up to two egg sacs, each containing 15,000 eggs, resulting in the laying up to 30,000 eggs, also relating to the 2 million per year. Uh, this is what it. This is what a little brief of the life cycle would look like. Said before, eggs 15 to 30,000, two sacs. Then it goes from the eggs, larvae stage, juvenile to the adult. Invasive areas. They continue to expand at astonishing speeds and are harming native coral reef ecosystems in the Atlantic, Gulf of Mexico, and the Caribbean. The leading cause of this animal being in these areas is repeated escapes into the wild via aquarium releases. Harm causing. Mangrove and estuary habitats are at risk. Stresses on the coral reefs since they eat the herbivores. They alter habitats by eating the fish that keep the habitat alive. They eat the native fish. When they eat the native fish, they can reduce native populations and have negative effect on the overall of the reef habitat and health. As they eat the fish, they keep and when they eat the fish, these are the same fish that keep the algae in check on the coral reef so they're still able to thrive and survive. And just lionfish spawning alone can cause harm because these spawnings happen so quickly that it can outnumber not only the reefs but the prey fish that are there and the predatorial fish, which means like the other predators that are within that area, they can outnumber them, which could cause harm by knocking them off the food chain, which would cause harm to their kind of species. And just the presence of these lionfish could negatively affect the well-being of valuable and commercial and recreational fisheries. That's what I said earlier by like the seven different species. The reason they do this is because mainly we fish for grouper, snapper, all of that, and what we mainly buy at the market. So by them eating those kind of fish, it's not only harming the marine life down there, but it's also harming us up top. For solving the problem, I would say use vinyl netting with mesh bottoms to catch them while using another net to maneuver them into the vinyl netting. Having one big net, what I mean by that is having one big net come at them while the other net is sitting there on their back end, like on their back fin, maneuvering them, almost forcing them into the net, catching them. Or we could even do lionfish derbies, which is almost the same thing as like fishing competitions you sometimes see on TV, where people will bring in bass and then weigh them and then whatever all the rest of that. And this is instead of just bass and stuff like that. This is just specifically the lionfish. Or we got your spear fishing that people sometimes do on like a weekend instead of going out there with a pole fishing. These are my citations, and I thank you for listening and hope you have a nice day.